Hello, and welcome to our first experience in a haunted hotel. Tonight, you will witness us try to communicate with the other side here at the Foley House in Savannah, Georgia.
God. Oh, we're doing video.
Hey guys, it's us. We are here at the Foley Hotel in Savannah, Georgia. We just arrived. Got a pretty nice get up. It's a bed and breakfast. It's also a haunted hotel. There's a little bit of a backstory, but we'll get back to that in a little bit.
Check various areas. Just want to see if there's anything that's going to really set it off. So it was built in the 1900s. There's two different structures that were put together, and one was built later, like 4 years later than the other. So in this building, they were renovating, I believe it was in 1987, and they uncovered a skeleton in one of the walls. And since then, they've unleashed this ghostly interaction, presumably from the skeleton that was removed from the walls. So they've named him Wally. He's been seen in the garden outside. People have felt air on them. They've had footsteps near them. So yeah, we're here to check it out and see if we see anybody, hear anything, and we can make some communication perhaps with Wally and maybe get a little bit more information about what happened to him.
Maybe we'll even see him. He's also known to wear a top hat.
Yes.
It seems to be, without fail, that people always say they saw Wally because they saw a shadowy figure of some sort with a top hat, sometimes usually seen in the garden area, and he's the supposed traveler.
Right.
He was supposedly a traveler that was presumably murdered by a widow that built this house for herself and her 5 grandchildren?
Correct.
And her 5 grandchildren to take care of them. And while she stayed here, she eventually turned it into a bed and breakfast. She would do background checks on her residents that she would let in here. One fateful night, she met a handsome young man who she, against all of her own instincts, she did not want to, or did not actually, do the background check. There was a figure over her bed when she was sleeping, woke up in the night, and this man was trying to strangle her, so she hit him with a candle. She went away, came back. When she came back, he was dead. So she went to a brick mason and a carpenter to confide in, and they came back with her and basically built a false wall and put the body in there, and he was there ever since until the uncovering.
Yeah, in 1987.
In 1987.
Alright, you ready to get started?
Hey guys, so we're about to try to attempt live feedback with the recorder. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to ask a question, wait a couple of seconds, more like several seconds, and then we're going to feedback to us what the recorder caught, and we'll let you know what we got. Alright, here we go.
Wish I'd brought headphones. My name is AJ, and this with me is Chris, and we are trying to speak with anybody who lives here. Is there anybody here with us right now? Do you have a question?
Hello, this is Chris. I was wondering if there's anybody in this room that would like to communicate with us tonight.
Okay. So it's really quiet in this room. Let's see if we can get them to make a noise. Yeah? Okay. Are you gonna freak out if there's a noise?
No.
If there is someone currently with us in the room right now, can you make one knock?
Hey, it's Chris again. There's nothing to be afraid of. We have no ill intentions. I know that you can feel my high energy signature, and I want you to know that it is okay to be present. If you are here right now, can you say something into the electronic device that I am holding? I can feel a cold energy or breeze or cross breeze. It could be the brick walls. If there's anybody in this room, can you tell me what your age was when you passed away?
So before we get into this next part, I want to give you a little bit of background. We arrived late at the Foley House Inn, which is a bed and breakfast, and because of how late we were getting in, no one was there to greet us. In fact, everyone was in bed. Like the entire time that we were there when we were getting set up and everything, we didn't see anybody, we didn't hear anybody, we didn't hear anything, not even a peep. The loudest thing that we heard was the AC, which we turned off immediately so it wouldn't interfere with our, our investigation. So we arrived and we decided we were going to step out and leave our voice recorder running to see what we would capture after turning off the AC. All right, we're getting ready to leave the room. We will not be in here. The AC is currently turned off. So what you're about to hear is anything that was out of place during this time. So let's just go ahead and step on into it, and I'll kind of give you a little bit of background or my thoughts on it as we go along.
Oh, it's spring water.
Alright, so this first sound that you're about to hear occurred approximately a minute after we had left the room. And to me, it kind of sounds like maybe it could be just old pipes, but we didn't hear this sound any other time. So you guys listen and let me know what you think. So this next sound, I don't really know how to describe it. I'll just play it and then you guys tell me, do you think this is something paranormal or do you think it's just an old building? Alright, so this next clip, it reminds me of like a camera. It reminds me of like a shutter from a camera going off. Now, when we left the room, I did not turn on any of the cameras, not the regular SLR, and not the night cam. So, in theory, it could not have been a camera. And unfortunately, since I lost all my data on my hard drive from my videos and everything, I can't go back and see if there was a random photo taken. So, I'll let you guys be the judge. So this next one, it reminds me of like an old steamboat or something with a pipe organ. Now, mind you, this is late at night. It's a work night, and there were no cars driving around. I think we had one car the entire night that we saw drive by once we had arrived. So the likelihood of it being from a car, not necessarily probable, but one can never be too sure. Whenever I hear the sound, it just sounds too close to be outside. Let me play that for you one more time. This one has a culmination of things. It sounds like maybe there's someone walking, there's another click again, like maybe someone's tapping on something or a camera's going off. Um, I don't know. It's definitely a very intriguing sound combination, to say the least. So this next one kind of sounds like someone running around or, playing around or something, or maybe even possibly a car outside. Like I said, we didn't hear a lot of cars or didn't see a lot of cars, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't. So what do you guys think? Does it sound like a car, or is it something paranormal? So I'd be lying if I didn't say that this next one is really intriguing to me. I find it, I don't know, just very interesting. It kind of sounds like someone's messing around with the door lock or a doorknob in the room or something. So take a listen to it. As I listen to it again, it kind of makes me think of, someone walking around upstairs too. But again, no one was awake. So is this just someone that just happened to get up and start walking around and messing with our doorknob or something? Or is this something that's paranormal? What do you guys think on this one?
We're back.
And we have returned. Alright, let's see. 7.3 degrees. So just to give you guys a little bit more background, we were gone for approximately 15 minutes and we recorded even more sounds, but they weren't strong enough evidence, if you will, or have a strong enough sound or something that we could distinguish as not being necessarily from the surroundings. So we're really interested to hear what you guys think. Is any of this stuff paranormal, or is it just explained away by an old building or someone who happened to get up in the middle of the night or cars driving by. What do you guys think? So, like I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, most of our data from this investigation is currently gone. We're going to try to get some of it recovered if we can and possibly do another video in the future. But at this point in time, what we have to offer is what you're seeing here today. But one thing that I would like to go over is our night cam. Now, me personally, I did not see anything in the video. However, I can tell you from personal experience that while I was laying in bed, trying to get into my mode of sleeping, I felt a presence. And I had my left hand outside of the blankets, and I felt what I can only describe as like a airy touch. Now, I was going back through the material to put this video together for you guys, and in the beginning I had mentioned how other people had experienced an airy kind of a touch, like they felt air. And that's basically what it felt like. It felt like something or someone was touching my hand from the tips of my fingers up toward my arm. And it kind of freaked me out. I'm not even going to lie. I woke up Chris and I had to, tell her about it. It was just, it baffled me. I've never felt anything like it before in my life. So I'm going to show you the clip right before, and you guys let me know if you see anything that I did not see.
Russian wind. Yeah.
I'd love to hear if you guys saw anything at all. Like I said, I've looked through this video many times and I haven't been able to see anything that's out of place. Just all that remains is the sensation. That's it this time, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video despite our technical difficulties. We're actually going to be going out and doing some more investigations for our lovely Halloween season. So we look forward to bringing those to you guys here soon as well. Alright, remember, if you want to believe, be sure to subscribe. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.